Alright, welcome back to a little bit more STTNG-BOTF. Well, it's certainly a long acronym for a name, you know, but whatever.
Selection
Loading game.
Alright, so when I last left off, I just started this outpost over here in Kefka, and I'm basically looking to, like, you know, basically restrict the Federation from, like, you know, getting contact with Angosia, as well as basically to, like, you know, extend my, like, you know, range of stuff over here. Now, I want to know at this point, by the way, that basically now that I've basically got this, like, going on over here of, like, you know, this construction over here, I basically want to start, like, you know, figuring out where I want to expand to in this, like, episode, so I'll be doing that soon. Just going to do a quick check here for stuff, so building some machine guilds in Ferengi, it's fine. At this point, I probably want to build myself, like, you know,
Purchase order confirmed.
this machine guild, I think. And I'll buy this Aqua Center over here.
Purchase order confirmed.
And while we're doing that, let's just build a few more machine guilds here.
Terraforming completed. There is news from our diplomatic corps.
Alright, I'll get to this, like, you know, proposal from the Federation in a moment, but this guy's up here, which is cool. This guy finishes terraforming. Now, I guess I'll note something I just learned about, like, you know,
Select terraforming location.
in regard to terraforming. Something I know about, like, this game and Birth of the Empires, which is, like, you know, the game that sort of came after it. I guess in Birth of the Federation, you don't have to worry about, like, you know, colonizing these planets after, like, you know, you basically, like, you know, prematurely, like, colonize the system. Basically, what's happening here is these planets basically are being available, I guess, as soon as they're terraformed. So you only really just have to send, like, you know, a colony ship basically to initially, like, you know, colonize the system in order, like, to really, like, you know, get the, like, the best out of it. So it's really in your interest basically in this game to, like, really colonize systems fast. So that's just something worth noting. But whatever. At this point, basically, I really should be sending a colony ship over here to Lambda basically to get this, like, you know, started, like, in colonization, I guess. So I might, like, looking at doing that soon. Probably right after I build the, like, last few machine guilds over here. But, well, we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's just go over here for now. We're just going to buy this over here.
Purchase order confirmed.
And while we're at, I just want to go over here and so, you know, quickly drop this off. I'm building the aquaculture centers over here, by the way, so I can, like, you know, get more out of my, like, you know, production. So I'm going to, you know, start building these, like, systems up a little bit faster. This will leave that there for food, I guess, because, you know, got nothing else here to do, so need to get a little bit more money, and I can, like, you know, purchase more stuff here, I guess, but, you know, we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright, now, I want to know something about this game, by the way. So, as a Ferengi, it's actually in my interest, basically, to, like, not really, like, accept peace with people, but it's also in my interest to accept pieces as well. The thing about the Ferengi is that I can actually, like, trade with people without, like, you know, any sort of, like, you know, friendship tree with them. And that basically means, like, with the Federation here, I really don't have to worry about, like, you know, essentially having, like, you know, friendship tree with basically trade with them. But at the same time, if basically, for example, I refuse this, like, you know, just tree proposal of these guys, it may become, like, you know, haphazard results as a result of it. So something to point out here is that I basically have, like, you know, a morale system in this game. And with the Ferengi, you basically want to basically accept, like, you know, trees with people that, like, you know, are like friendship trees, so you basically can keep your morale up. In many ways, it's going to hurt me, like, to have these guys be able to trade me because I can actually trade back, but at the same time, I don't want to basically refuse this tree because, like, you know, I may not want to necessarily not be friends with, like, the, like, you know, Federation, but at the same time, I want to be, like, you know, pissing off my own people is a thing. So we're just going to accept this.
Treaty will be accepted.
And the entire reason for doing that is just to sort of keep, like, the morale for you guys up. Even though, like, it's not really going to benefit me, like, you know, if I, like, you know, give it to them, basically. But whatever. That's just how it is, so leave it as, I guess. So we'll friendship tree with them. Alright, so the Ferengi signed a friendship treaty with the Federation. You have signed a friendship agreement within our race. This allows you to establish trade routes to systems controlled by that race, which I already do, but whatever. Trade routes to provide a monetary benefit to both parties involved. Note, this treaty may prevent you from entering certain territories on the map Any ships which are infrared territory will be moved instantly to a safe location, so... Essentially, friendship trees are like advanced like non-aggression tree, but whatever. And apparently we got ourselves a breakthrough in computer, so that's nice. So, I can go over here now, drop this down. Drop that down. I'll note, by the way, with like, technology, by the way, we're actually doing quite well with technology, and soon I'll probably be able to build like, our next ship, the War Cruiser, so we'll be able to get this very soon. We'll also probably be able to get access to the outpost free as well, which is like nice, but nothing really to scoff at really is either, so this is fine, the outpost, so I'm fine with it as well. Alright, so that is done. I built the Aquaculture Center on Kefka. Now don't look at this basically. So, entrepreneurs are looking forward to new opportunities among the Federation. So, the thing about stopping this proposal is that it basically helps my morale for my people, and like, morale's really important in this game. Basically, know why is like, we'll get better morale of these guys. But anyhow, you got your thing here, so let's drop this down, boost this up. You can actually do that twice, so why not? We'll do it twice. Over here in Cestus, I probably want to basically just buy one of these, so...
Purchase order confirmed.
We'll buy one. And of course, Ferengi is doing its thing, so that's fine. Oh, nice. We actually shave off a turn here. Let's do that. Let's put that there for now.
Outpost constructed.
Alright, so our outpost has been constructed. Now, the reason I basically wanted to construct this outpost so badly over here, I'll note that after I colonized this system, it wasn't really important really building the outpost to serve defending against the Federation, because the Federation isn't really an attacking type of race, but one thing to note about the outpost is that it expands by like radius of like, control here. Basically, you can expand my territory. And you'll note that the Ngosians here are basically completely surrounded by my space. Now, I'll note if we go to summary here and look at relationships. Someone know what like the this like relationship tag, you actually see like who's met who in this game, and you actually see like the Ngosians here, they haven't met anyone except for me, so because basically I've locked these guys off, they can't get contact from the Federation. And that means that the Federation can't actually like go and get peace with them as a thing. So it's really nice that I basically did this basically with them. So it's nice, to lock them off. Anyhow, we built our machine gun on Cestus, which is cool. So we'll build this over here. Now I basically built like this machine gun, so I can start getting my production here going into this place. I'm probably going to aim basically to turn this into like a research area, just place at some point, but not entirely sold on doing that just yet, so we'll see how it goes. I know that with Kefka here, but we're going to be turning this into like a power station area, so we'll start pushing a bunch of these up, I guess, at this point. I'm going to need the energy basically for like, shipyards and like other stuff here in Kefka, I guess, so. Well, I'm not really sure I'll do that with Kefka with like the, shipyards. And Ngosian is also right next door here, so I can use this to boost ships as well. I might just turn this into a research center, I'm not really sure. We'll see how it goes in the future. And anyways, now that I got the outpost, I can actually go over here in my scout and actually explore a little bit farther, so I'll start doing that. We'll go up here and like have a look around.
Terraforming completed.
So there's Novena. It's basically a lackluster system because it's got 3 gas giants and a few crappy planets, so won't worry about it. Let's have this scout just go around there, having a look around. And you're just gonna colonize the last planet over here. Actually, before I do that, 65, 25. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna colonize the last planet over here, so we'll get that out of the way.
Select terraforming location.
That'll take a while to go after this barren planet, but it'll be nice to do. Now, one note by the way, because I built the outpost here, I can actually get over to Blue Horizon. I am tempted to sort of like colonize this planets, but at the same time, I'm really next to the Federation, and I don't necessarily want to basically be pissing these guys off, so I might just hold off and like worry about this sector over here. It's not really an important sector anyways, because it'll have some people, but that's about all it's this system will be able to do for me, so whatever really for it, so not gonna worry about it. Boost that up a little bit more, why not? You know, thinking about it at this point, I had better things I want to do over here in Ferengi. I know that I actually want to try and get this franchise office at some point, but before then, let's just build ourselves maybe the trade center and the agriculture center. I know that this trade center here basically lets you get like access to better like income, so we can actually like purchase more stuff of our stuff or like credits. And the agriculture center, of course, lets me like build stuff elsewhere, so that's good to have as well. We're just gonna get this stuff here. It'll take a little bit to do and like get more money from it, but I'll be fine. Alright, I just might just burn some turns, I think, because, like, get the stuff all out of the way. Nah, build this right after. Alright, let's... At this point, I'm just going to burn through turns. And it's like a big part of this game, so it's burn through turns, because, you don't have anything better to do, so... Burn for a turn, burn for a turn, burn for a turn, burn for a turn. It doesn't look like the Ferengi has much around him apparently over here, so that's interesting, but whatever. You guys can go elsewhere, I guess, so... I go right there, I guess. Burn for a turn.
Terraforming completed.
Alright, excellent. So terraforming is done in Cestus. So this guy can go elsewhere. I think I'm going to send him over here to, like, terraform up these places perhaps a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send this guy over here to start, like, colonizing this place. Because, we're going to build our colony ship, I think, here soon. Will be the plan. I'll basically get another colony ship basically do some stuff with, so... We'll probably purchase this when I get the chance to, so... Wait a couple turns, get this all done. That'll be the plan. Okay, so Ferengi basically empty. It's built its agriculture center. This guy's just going to simply colonize here, so like,
The system will be colonized.
Make use of that system for like my, I basically want to start growing the system of the thing, right? So that'll be the plan right here. Alright, you're going to build up a colony ship, so let's buy it.
Purchase order confirmed.
I do want to save my credits for like the other thing, but I mean, getting that is also pretty important, so we need to like keep expanding. At this point, I guess we're just going to start building up our stuff in here, perhaps, so... We'll get ourselves in our machining guild. And by the way, I can actually move this down here if I want to, like, put stuff elsewhere, so... Ready for that. We're going to start building the upgraded research lab, I think, next, and then, like, that'll be the plan there. You've almost got this growers market basically being built, so that will be nice. You're probably fine if we do this, so put that there. After I get this growers market, I'll probably just, like, maybe build, like, more machine guilds, I guess. We'll build like 10, that'll be an ideal amount of these basically to have around. Your curse still building this stuff over here. Get that done in 2 turns. You know what? We're just going to build 10 of these here first, and then we'll decide what to do after that. So, that'll be useful, I guess. Alright, you're here. Let's send you down here, I guess.
This system is now an official member
Yada yada.
of the...
So, basically I just colonize this system down here. We'll just get this guy to start building up a few machine guilds, so... He can basically do that. I want to note something, by the way, about this game, by the way. So, I'll note that, like, in this, like, system Ferengi, in the system Cestus, and in the system of, Kefka, I was able to build, like, the aquaculture center. The thing about the aquaculture center is that it requires that you have an ocean planet in it, so... This system doesn't have an ocean planet, so I actually can't build the aquaculture center here. That's just something I note, by the way. But that's just, you know, how it goes sometimes.
Purchase order confirmed.
Let's build that, and then we'll just go... keep building them, I guess. But yeah, so I basically, like, you know, colonize this system, that's fine. You can go over to there, I guess, to start doing a little bit more stuff. It'll probably be a while before I, you know, fully, like, fill this out over here, so this guy can probably just get to work over here, I think, and, basically I'll try and, like, you know, terraform this, like, Arctic planet, for example, over here. That'll be the plan, I think. I'm already doing all this stuff. Let's build up some money and, like, you know, get my franchise office soon, I guess, will be the plan. Now, I want to know something about trade here. You'll note that, like, over here you can see, like, you know, how trade sort of, like, working here. Basically, you can see, like, the Federation has a couple trade routes now going to my stuff, so he's got trade going to Cestus as well as the Ferengi over here, this guy, so... That's the thing about the Federation, they're not able to trade with me, and as a result, like, you know, we're, you know, mutually trading with each other as a result of, like, the Friendship Treaty. Which wasn't the case before, because, you know, I didn't really need to do that, but, you know... It is what it is now, so... That's just a thing. Alright, you're over here.
Select terraforming location.
Finish terraforming that Arctic planet for me, I guess. Send you over here, I guess. Alright, so we got ourselves a breakthrough in energy, so I can now build orbital batteries and power-free exchange free. So, that's nice. I'm only working on basically these free now, so we'll soon be able to get my various ships and outposts and stuff. You know that certain things basically research a lot faster than others, and, like, you know, food's usually a lot easier to research than, say, like, weapons, for example, so certain things are going to see going up faster than other things. You know, I'm wondering where these guys' ships are, basically. I don't see, like, any Klingon scouts or anything around here. I don't see anything but the Federation's, like, you know, colony ships and, like, you know, stuff over here. Where are their stuff, I wonder? I realize this is on easy difficulty, but I mean, they should be, you know, having more ships around at this point in the game. Alright, they built a machine guild over here. I think we're fine basically just, like, you know, leave these guys alone for most part, so that's fine. Okay, I have to leave this here because, you know, they need to have the food output, so that's a thing. And of course, Ferengi is starting to build up this research lab, so that's fine as well. Alright, cool, I can shave out the term of that. So, let's just quickly build up our research labs, I guess, and let's go from there.
There's news from our diplomatic corps.
Alright, nice. So the Edo offered a friendship proposal. Usually these guys will do this on their own, so nice. If we go to my events, basically nature of our relationship has clearly changed. We regard you as a friend, and hence we invite you to trade with us. We believe that such a change would be a mutual benefit, so we'll accept this, because I want to basically get these guys, you know, liking me more.
Terraforming completed.
Alright, so we got our friendship proposal with them done. They're now friends of us. And we're slowly, you know, terraforming this area, so we'll start getting out of the way.
Terraforming location.
Now, I know, by the way, at some point I should probably build, like, an outpost up in this area just to, you know, expand my reach for, like, you know, getting to, like, the Klingons. That'll be something I'll probably want to do, but, I have other issues basically I want to, like, deal with right now, so that's a thing. Ooh! Fabric of space disturbed. A subspace anomaly near the edge of the galaxy is causing a subspace disruption. Warp drive is inoperable throughout the galaxy. So, here's basically an example of, like, one of the events in this game. In this case, it's basically, like, you know, a status that's going to render, like, my guys unable to, like, you know, use warp travel, so this guy can't travel anywhere because, like, you know, warp travel would be, like, you know, disrupted from that, you know, from on. That's going to happen. I'm tempted to buy this now, but, you know, we're just gonna wait for a little bit to build up more money and such. But yeah, you can see like this guy can't move now because, like, you know, he's unable to move for a little bit until that you know, disruption is basically out of the way. Actually, let's just stay in here for a moment. Alright, Cestus, you can move one of these guys over here now. Ferengi is fine. We move this over here as well, so just get that out of the way. Alright, the anomalies disappeared, warp drives are back online, so...
Terraforming completed.
That guy's able to move back over here, you know, makes sense. Terraforming's done over here, so you can just keep it going.
Select terraforming location.
Let's get that underway. Now, I have more than enough money, I think, to buy that franchise office, but, you know, I still want to build this research labs for, like, you know, improve research output, so let's keep going on it for now. Hey, there's a war cruiser I can now build, so we now build our better battleships. And, of course, weapons are the thing. Apparently, my construction technology is not yet done, but, you know, if I put 100% of my research into it, I bet it'll be done like the next turn, so we'll do that. Nope, it's not done next turn. We'll be done next turn, that's fine, okay. So, as I basically said before, don't want to basically, like, you know, put all my eggs in the same basket, so we're just going to drop this all the way down to, like, you know, 10%. Maybe 4% will be more prudent. You're terraforming that, that's fine. Oh! Terra Strike Ferganar. A multi-phase explosive device was set off by terrorists in the Ferengi system. The lithium refinery is being completely destroyed. So that'll prevent me from being able to build more ships, unfortunately, so...
There's news from our diplomatic corps.
That's not great, but whatever. But we did upgrade our research lab, so that's now done. I'm happy with this. I can go in here, I guess, basically, you know, build that guy up now if I want to, so we'll do that. So here's what I want to do right first. I want to get this franchise office out of the way, so let's buy this. This basically cost me 5,000 credits, but it'll give me a lot more trade routes basically building this, because, you know, the thing about this, like, you know, franchise office is that boosts up your, like, you know, your trade routes as well as gives you extra morale, so it's really nice to get. So we'll get this going.
Purchase order confirmed.
And while we're doing that, so the Federation issued demand. So this will be something that, you know, happen as you go along, but, you know, we've overlooked many of your actions. We will continue to do so if you agree to make certain reparations. So I'll note that in this game, you'll basically see lots of demand from, like, you know, different, like, factions in this game. In this case, we're getting, like, you know, a monetary demand from the Federation. I really don't care about this demand because, you know, at this point, they can, like, you know, paint me if they want to. They can break the treaty if they want to, but, you know, won't really hurt me if they break or not. So we're just going to reject this.
Treaty will be rejected.
We're not going to make that, you know, cave into that demand right now. They're not in a position to make it, so we're not going to worry about it. Whoop. So insufficient energy in Ferengi structures have been shut down. So we rejected demand. That's fine. Alright, I'll note over here, by the way, in, like, you know, Ferengi, I built, like, this, like, you know, franchise office that requires, you know, 100 energy to build, so we basically have to ship some power around, I guess, for it, so let's put that right there. And I can build that now. Or I can make use of that right now. Again, it'll probably be, like, next turn I can, like, you know, make use of the trade routes, but, you know, that's fine. I can also have enough power for this as well, so that's cool. We'll build a lithium refinery, get that out of the way. It'll take me 4 turns to build it, but, you know, we want to get this, like, back on, you know,
Purchase order confirmed.
back and running pretty soon, I think. After I build that, I'm probably going to start building my, like, you know, troop transport to start, like, getting my colony stuff going, I guess. So we'll look into this. Maybe, yeah. Build at least 1 troop transport. And there's our breakthrough in construction, so hooray! I can now build machine guilds, private farms, tower of commerce, all this nice stuff. Any outposts too.
Terraforming completed.
Alright, so this is empty. Terraforming is done. First things first, let's send you over here. I'll know at this point, you know, now we got the instruction out of the way, I probably want to start boosting up the research in here a little bit, so I'm going to put at least 26% research, I guess, in here, because, you know, construction takes pretty long to build, or, like, you know, research. So put some extra, you know, research in there. Alright, so at this point, I basically have, like, you know, my delivering refinery as well as this thing right here. This should give me access to, of course, more trade routes, so now I can trade more people, so let's trade with, like, the Edos. And apparently they've, like, you know, done some colonization over there, those guys. That's nice. Trade with the Deneb. I can trade with Tama now. And Malcor. And because, you know, I got the extra, why not? We'll trade with, like, you know, Gamlin here. So, basically you can see, because, like, you know, we're playing Ferengi and we have this, like, you know, powerful wonder, I can trade with lots of people from Ferengi now. And it's gonna, like, massively increase my credit, like, potential, like, you know, in the future, so that's nice. Actually, you know what? I'm not more of a Klingons yet, so why not just trade with them as well? Now, note, by the way, as, like, these guys get, like, you know, more bigger, these, like, systems, they'll actually have traders of their own, but, you know, they don't get, you know, traders until a little bit later, these, like, you know, others, like, systems, so it'll be a little bit off before they get them. Alright, Kefka here has, like, nothing here, so we got enough machine guilds, I guess, for a little bit here to, like, do whatever I want to. Actually, something else, by the way, I've only got, like, a max population of 90 here. So I will have, like, more when I colonize the system. You want to be very careful, like, your max population and, like, you know, how much, like, these structures you build, because obviously if you build, like, too much of a structure and you don't have, like, the people man it, there's, like, you know, no real reason, like, to have those extra structures except for, like, sabotage, you know, anti-sabotage. So you want to be very careful, like, you know, how much you build, like, structures in this game, but whatever. Build the Tower of Commerce here now. That's what I want to get in Ferengi now, by the way, just, you know, one of these, but whatever. Private farms are also pretty good to get, but we'll figure our stuff first, so we'll get a bunch of these, I think, going right now. Because power! Power's important. And of course, you're building the Class 1 research. Yeah, I'm good with that. Just build your research up. I'm not sure why I have a power exchange in here, but, you know. Oh, it's for that, right. That's fine. I'll still need to have, like, you know, power for other stuff in this system at some point, but, you know, we'll get to it as we go along. We're just going to build 4 of these right now, I think, in here. Now, I'm very tempted to buy, like, one of these transports here, just so I can, like, get my, like, you know, stuff going. But here's the thing. I want to buy this Tower of Commerce for, like, the extra trade. It's going to, like, you know, boost up my stuff. I don't have the credits for this yet. So I'm just going to, like, you know, burn a few turns, I think, building a troop transport by, like, you know, manual output. Just, like, get it, like, up here. And in the meantime, while I'm basically doing that, I'm going to start trying to, like, get some of these guys on my side, I think. I'll know what the Edo and the Egusians, they'll probably, or not the Egusians, but, you know, the Edo and the Bando will probably, like, you know, slowly like me of, like, the trade I'm going to be doing with them, so at this point, I'll probably start going to Egusians and start, like, you know, boosting up their, like, you know, their, you know, I'm going to try to get these guys to like me, like, give me a little bit of money, basically, these guys, so as a sign of our generosity, we present you a people of a gift. So our generosity has no limits, we're just going to send them a little bit of money. So I'm just going to keep gifting, like, the Egusians a little bit of money, like, each turn, just, like, you know, try and make them like me a little bit more, so we'll do that. My money will go down a little bit each time I do this, but, you know, hopefully they'll like me in the future. That is all of it. So, gotta wait another turn before I can gift them again, that's fine. So yeah, basically transfer some money over to the Egusians, so we'll be happy about that, hopefully. Note that these guys are not receptive. if I try this again with like maybe a little bit of like monetary commit, they might be like happy enough to like accept the friendship agreement. So let's try and do that. Oh, and it looks like the the Klingons have expanded over here apparently. So they took this scrappy system over here. So that means that the colony should get down there apparently. So I offer a friendship proposal to those guys.
There is news from our diplomatic corps.
And there we go, they accepted the proposal from me, so... This is an ideal arrangement in our present situation, so... Basically, these guys now like me a little bit more. And we'll slowly like build up like, reputation of these guys as we go along, which is great. No, by the way, I'm actually making lots of trade at this point with these guys, so... Over here in Ferengi, I really need to start like, think about like getting like that, like, Tower of Commerce basically up soon. So, we'll probably aim for that next, so I'll save up money for it. I apparently forgot about, terraforming over here, so...
Select terraforming location.
Go for that small planet and start terraforming it. Get that out of the way. And yeah, I'll just burn a few more turns, I guess. They're building stuff. Alright, there's our troop transfer built. This guy will move maybe up in this direction, I guess, right now, so... Oh! I just noticed this, but my propulsion is actually good enough to get up to here. I'm actually really tempted to build an outpost up here, just to sort of like, lay claim to this sector, and I can like, terraform it later on. That'd be like the edge of my borders, and it'd be really close to the Klingons, but, it'd be a good place basically to like, guard, I think, and like makes use of it later on. As I said, this is a strategic like, system to like hold. So, might look into that. By the way, how much do the Tamarians like me? Apparently they're neutral. That's good to know. You go there. And you're going to go up here. Yes, I think that'll work just fine. And then in Ferengi, we're going to start building up the Tower of Commerce. I can buy it right now, apparently, so why not? We'll buy that.
Purchase order confirmed.
Get lots of money, basically do stuff. I may actually start building more power stuff in the future, but, we'll get to that when we get to it. That'll be like, next turn. Alright, so turn 70. We've actually gone, like, a good way into, like, the game at this point. And, we're starting to really establish our empire. I'll have to start, like, thinking about, like, combat ships now, because we're getting really, really close to, the Klingons, and it's more than likely that they're going to start, like, thinking about attacking us, but, after I get a few more structures basically out of here, we'll probably start, like, going to, like, maybe like, make some war cruisers or stuff like that. I'll note that it's probably a good idea to, like, maybe make light rays right now, because, like, well, the war cruisers, the thing about them is that, like, they're kind of expensive to maintain. While these guys aren't as, like, as expensive, and, like, I can, like, distribute them around, or do other stuff with them. Decisions. What am I going to do with them is the thing, right? I'll note, by the way, the best ships for, like, the Ferengi are, like, the Raider and, like, the Raider 2, as well as, like, the Marauders. But we're a long way away from those guys, so... Maybe let's aim for a war cruiser. We'll see. Decisions for next episode. For now, this has actually gone long enough this episode, so... Let's just save it here.
Selection confirmed. Saving game.
And I'll see you guys next time.